tv.tv. Let's have a look at the highlights. With the Exway Atlas finally releasing video content of the brand new board with 2-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive options. With Evolve finally releasing new housing for the R2 remote, protecting your remote for rides and having that protection needed all that time. With the SL1000 Shredlight finally being released and shipped out worldwide, also with their new reflective jacket, Shredlight's providing that protection on night rides sorely needed. With Tramper releasing a brand new competition to get the community involved in releasing shredding videos, getting yourselves out there, getting yourselves active and shredding up on AT, urban and off-road. With Nelson hosting community-driven podcasts every single week with different companies, different brands and different riders. Also shouting out community members who have been representing, who need a bit of love. With riders showing them shredding out on rides. All this and more on this week of PV.TV. So first up with the Exway Atlas. Now this board has been developed for a very long time, but Exway finally released a promo video of their brand new board. So let's look at it now.
In the forest, without roads, Atlas uses its sliding and power to create civilization. But you don't really know Atlas.
Let's talk about some of the exciting features coming with this new board. One thing I'm really impressed with the Exway board is that you can change between 2-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive on the fly. So if you're just popping down the shops for a casual little pick up some milk and whatever, you can set it to 2-wheel drive and have that nice Carve smooth feel. But if you've got big hill inclines or if you're going to represent in races, you can switch to 4-wheel drive and get yourself riding really with the top end of the board. However, there's some confusion on the motor options at the moment, with the 2-wheel drive sporting two 1500 watt motors and then the 4-wheel drive shipping with 4 750 watt motors. This is a little bit confusion to the market. Is Exway releasing a lower kV motor for that more torque, or is this going to be a problem with overheating in the future? So Exway have teamed up with Shredlights to make the boards compatible with the Shredlight. So if you've got the Shredlight already, you can easily just pop that onto your board and you're ready to go straight away. This provides a really nice interesting look, nice and clean, so it's with the board straight away. Another thing I found very interesting about the Exway Atlas is that you've got different drive setups, so you could have belt, hub or direct drive. So that's really good if you have a very particular style of riding that you can configure the board to how you like it straight away. This is a really interesting feature. So if you've got yourself a board and you've really enjoyed, say, the hub motor design, you could have the Exway Atlas with maybe all-wheel drive, hub drive, and have that kind of extra torque that you're looking for, also have the same kind of ride feeling as well. Okay, so what is the price range of this board? This is the most important thing. This is ranging between $1,600 and $2,529. So where does this sit in the market? Is this going to be just above the Evolve? This is more like the Evolve kind of price. So Evolve have been very much untouchable in the market at the moment because they sit in a right nice comfortable spot where they're good advanced boards straight away. So with the Evolve boards, they are kind of sitting in a really nice safe spot. They're sitting right in the middle of the community. They're not cheap board, but they're not obviously really high-end boards as well. They're kind of sitting in the middle so the average consumer in mind. So is this competing with that, or is this pushing up to the higher tiers like the Calys or the LaCroix boards in there? So this is really interesting to see where they go in regards to the market. But one thing I think is really interesting about this board is that you could buy in 2-wheel drive as an introductory to the board, and then if you want more torque going forward, you can upgrade to a 4-wheel drive option. I think that's a really nice, clever marketing strategy. So we've got options of upgrading to 2-wheel to 4-wheel drive. Also we've got different drive systems, and obviously there's going to be hopefully more products in the future, maybe swappable motors and other things like that to look forward to. Let's have a look at this space and see what keeps going on. Okay, community. So Tramper has hosted a really interesting competition. So this is about getting videographers and riders together to create some awesome footage of people out riding a board. So they're looking for a clip between 3 and 5 minutes, getting out on your board, doesn't matter what board it is, and representing. I think Tramper is really moving towards more of a community basis. I saw earlier in the year they tried to host a track day at their headquarters up in Nottingham. However, during the coronavirus, this had to be cancelled, so this is a bit unfortunate. But hosting stuff like competition to get more riders together, to make more content and getting people out there, I think that's a really nice thing. I'd love to see more companies out there because it all works for everyone. We get out riding, we film it, we share it, and we push the sport forward. I think it's a really great thing. So a very exciting thing. Link in the description will be in below. So next up, we've got the Shredlighters 1000 finally being shipped right now. So one thing that's very interesting about this light is shipping with $80 price tag. Now that is quite high for a single light. However, you get a lot of light for your value. So with an SL1000, you get 5 different brightnesses, 3 different flash modes, and different ways of mounting it on your board, your helmet, or your clothing. One thing for me, I'd really like to have the dual light system on my SL200s, that's the one. So you've got 2 lights at the front, that seems to be enough. Where is this SL1000 going to fit? You're going to only need one. So one people suggesting is just mounting it right on the top of your board and having it as a single light only. So one thing I think people should be aware of is if you're having a light with this kind of brightness, you need to be aware that you're not blinding drivers when you're out for rides. This could cause some accidents, and this could also cause some conflict with the public. So please be aware of that when you're mounting this to you. So I'll be reading to see how the community are using this. It's shipped right now, see what they're like out in the wild and see what people's thoughts are. Evolve obviously helping out the community once again with one of the biggest players in the UK, the Stig, unfortunately having his board stolen. Reached out onto Carve Electric UK saying his board's been stolen, keep your eyes out there. However, Evolve once again step up to mark and help the community once again. Calling the Stig to Evolve HQ in Stratford, saying to him, don't worry my friend, we're going to get you sorted. They provided him with a brand new board, getting him there, helping out the community once again. Maybe a little bit of publicity as well, however, helping the community is always a good thing. Really sick to see him out on the Evolve boards. Be interesting to see him out maybe some events and hopefully come and see him out shredding soon. But it's really good to see Evolve stepping up, helping the community once again and providing us with the love, support and everything we need to keep ourselves on the road and riding. Okay, something a little bit different this week. We're looking at Kaly boards. Kaly boards have been doing little upgrades on the boards to make it more performance and more power. So Kaly have released the 6396 190 kV motor. So we've increased the power for the Kaly board, so we're going to get more top end speed out of already those really powerful boards. Also releasing new wheels, the Fatty, so you've got a really nice wide all-terrain tyre, which should be good for gripping in and shredding really hard and getting nice and low and pushing those deep cars when out for rides. So if you guys don't know, the Kaly has a range of different boards. They have the Kaly 2.0 and the Kaly 40. The 40 is one of the more powerful options. This comes with up to 40 miles on a single charge with a 12S 9P 18650 battery. This is a really big battery for your board. However, this is going to be really good for if you're going out for those really long rides and all day true riding. I think it frustrates me a lot with a lot of companies saying it's all day riding. You don't know how I ride, you don't know how hard I push the boards. With all day riding, you need those bigger batteries to have that support and range that you need. Okay, community section, also with Nelson supporting the community in this really difficult time, hosting multiple hosting interviews with the community, whether people like So-Called Legend, Jay Boston, Apex Customs, and a range of community riders out there giving more of a one-to-one support on how they're doing, what they're up to, and anything new in the community. I think this is a really good movement for Nelson. Maybe consider doing something like that in the future, but we'll see what people think. But I think it's really good. So if you're not subscribed to his channel already, link will be in the description below. He's a really good community member, all about supporting everyone and all about getting networking everyone together. So check out his channel and have a look at those streams with me. Also, we're looking at the Send It. So this week, we're not having any crashes this week. We're looking at some of the sick riders out there pushing our boards and our PVs to the limit. So we've got the EUC riders this week showing about how deadly an EUC can be. Let's have a look at it now. As you can see, there's some sick footage of EUC riders. I didn't even know some of that was even possible. But keep a space out there, looking out for EUC riders, sending it at high speeds, looking at those 6 jumps and pushing what's possible on these vehicles. And then finally, Okay, community section this week. This week we're shouting out Zach Peterson. This is the DIY from Down Under. He's representing by creating his own boards, helping the community in his area by modifying boards in the area. Also DIY tutorials about how to improve your board. And this man, absolute genius. He can engineer, he can shred, and he can also set up his own YouTube channel and do it as a regular thing. So this week we're shouting out Zach. So well done to Zach. We're going to have his link in his channel down below. Subscribe to his channel, keep that momentum going, and well done to Zach for hitting 1,000 subscribers. Well done. Okay, and so that's all we have time for in this episode of PV.TV. I want to say thank you very much for watching. Subscribe down below, comment what would you like out of it next month's episode. So see you on the next one. Content comes out on a weekly basis. You guys take care and keep shredding. Peace.